You do not have access to me when I'm in vulnerability. You cannot be in the operating room with me, and you're not a trained doctor. If you are not here for my healing, I will shut the door and lock it when I am on the operating table. And too many people are allowing people with their opinions into their life when they're on the operating table. Like, you not sterilized, you not clean, you dirty, and you in here, like, just your words can infect me. Like, you cannot be here while God's doing heart surgery on me. And so we had to cut off all connection. And
so Mike,
go
help those people, because they're like, okay, Mike, I hear you. Okay, you're a pastor, you got this person. I just work over here. Mm-hmm. Who do I go to? Who do I know needs to be in the room during my operating time with God? Yep. But I don't want to offend my friend. That's my girlfriend. That's my boyfriend. That's the homie for 25 years. I don't want to offend them. So how do we know who to cut off for that time and not offend them for cutting them off? But then who do I give access to my heart?
This is why you need to go get relationship goals. And then you need to get Darius Daniels' book, Emotional Intelligence, Relational Intelligence, because the truth of the matter is you cannot build friends for the valley when you're in the valley. You have to build friends for the valley when you're on the mountaintop. And the truth of the matter is it's too late. That's why that Ecclesiastes scripture says two are better than one, because when one falls, not if, but when they fall, the other one will be there to pick them up. They will have good success. They will have good return on whatever they do together. And that I've been in a series about partnership. Kingdom couples is what I called it, and powerful partners. And the truth of the matter is most of us do not reach purpose, not because we don't have a plan. We don't have the right partners. We don't have the right people that are built for the valley seasons. Gratefully and thankfully, I had mentors and people around me and relationships that I built for this moment. I built them for the valley. If your relationships only work on the mountaintops, those are shallow relationships. You gotta build relationships for the valley. And so I think that's so important. And for me, they were fortified and proven in this season, as opposed to like, do I have them? Like, it was like, I have some ride or dies that are going with me. And I have people that have been around that aren't as close, but they reached out, and the wisdom, the advice, the camaraderie, the things, you find out who's who real quick when the fire gets turned up, man. And I'm just so grateful for what God has done in my personal life. And so that's what I talk about even in this book. Like, guys, we all need to acknowledge that at some point we're going to run into some damage. Who do you run to? Are they just as toxic? Or do they have anything that can help you move you to the next level? And can't build them when it's time. You got to do it beforehand. And Anthony, I got to go back and say something, bro. This is on me and it's jacking me up. So I got to go back to you in the comments. You said it's just me and you talking and they just listening, okay? I'm going to give you the greatest secret to my success when I come to criticism, okay?
Okay.
It's sideways energy to read those comments and comment back. You never comment, just create. So instead of commenting and using your energy that will be wasted on something that doesn't have value, take all of that energy and create something with value. So instead of me using any energy to answer people, to do all of that stuff, because it's a losing battle anyway. All they're going to do is take it and flip it and dip it and put it together. Yeah. I just went and created the music, the books, the content, the stuff that people are about to encounter because of how I used the season that everybody thought I was getting jacked up. No. I did not comment. I created. And if you can harness that energy and not take it to the haters, but there's somebody out here that needs me. There's somebody out here that's rocking with me. There's somebody that's out here that really has been touched by this. I'm going to put my energy and effort into creating value instead of answering comments, It will change your pocketbook. We on a money podcast. So let me just tell you that content creation is going to change your pocketbook, but it's going to bless thousands, if not millions of people. So I'm just telling you from now on, don't comment, create.
No, sir. You ain't got to worry about that. I'm telling you, man. And what's so funny is I've recently I've been seeing a therapist for a while now. And before I go there, y'all, Mike named 2 books. We're going to drop all 3 of those books. Relationship Goals, we're going to drop that in today's show notes. But then also the most important book I need y'all to get, because I want this man to be another New York Times bestseller. For this book, Damaged But Not Destroyed, From Trauma to Triumph, comes out this week of the show. We're going to drop that link in the show notes. And then he also mentioned one of my close friends and mentors in life. Darius Daniels is the reason why I have the wealth that I have today. I don't know if you know this, Mike, but July 1st of 2021, I went to him and I said, hey, I feel a pivot coming in my life. I'm scared as heck. I don't know what I need to do. And he looked at me dead in my face and said, it's time. And the money you're making in a year, you'll make a month. And in 2023, I'm doing more than what he said I'll make a month.
Come on, bro.
And you guys, these are the words that's in this book of Darius Daniels, Relationship Intelligence, which I don't think, and I love Mike, I love my pastor, but I don't think there's a better preacher than Darius Daniels.
No, he's a beast.
I just think that man is just phenomenal. I love Bishop Jakes. Was just with him and Sarah last week. And I'm like, but that Darius Daniels, how he interprets the word and breaks it down.
He's a full problem.
So we're going to put those 3 books in there for you all to get, because I need you to get all 3 of those books, 3 of those books. But 2 more questions, man. I'll let you go, because I know your schedule is.
Hey, bro, we might have to run this back. We might have to do something else, because we ain't even scratched the surface yet, bro. This is too easy. Easy.
Listen, man. I just want to talk about this book, but the next time I may just have to come up to Oklahoma and just sit down with Mike. 'Cause I want to talk with you and your wife, man. Like,
yeah, bro.
Y'all's relationship is just, it's a breath of fresh air, man, because it's like, I love it. But anyway, we're getting off the subject. I want to talk about this because you talk about this a little bit in your book as well. You mentioned therapist, doctor, accountability partners. I'm sensing that you have a group of people around you that you go to, and that you believe in therapy and you believe in theology.
Yes, sir.
And you have some people who are listening to this thing saying, I'm sold out for Christ. All I need is King Jesus. And I'm like, I agree. I need King Jesus. King Jesus really is not even, that song is not even biblical. I'm gonna leave that alone. But anyways, it's like, how do you feel, Mike, about combining theology and therapy?
Yes, sir.
And that's something that I've been doing I would say consecutively, the last 2 years since I've been out on my own. I've been through the most hell in my life the last 2 years. I've been, I wouldn't say depressed, but I've been down. I've been fighting emotionally because I started a whole business. I got 10 families who depend on me. I wake up every single day and I got to cut a check to 10 different people so their families can eat. That's a lot. Videos are made about me. And I'm like, God, I see it. I read all the comments, which I'm not going to do anymore. And I started going to therapy because I needed that outlet. But from a pastor's perspective, why is it important for people to both see therapy and get the theology?
I think it's super simple. God made us complex beings. So there's 3 parts of us. There's our body, our soul, and our spirit. And in church, we rightfully so have focused on the salvation of our spirit. Like, our spirit is what's going to heaven. Our spirit's what is renewed at salvation. Our spirit is the thing that gets it. The problem is we're living on earth in this body with a soul. And so the truth of the matter is prayer is the thing that connects with us in the spirit. But sometimes we have to take the things that we prayed for and we need to process. And a lot of people don't do the work on the soul level, the mind, the will, and the emotions. And so that's why you can't figure out, you gave and you prayed and you heard a word from God, but your marriage is falling apart. It's because there's a disconnect in your soul.